You're my shining star. That's one of my favorite songs, by the way. I love that song, and brings back some great memories and many great events that came up during those years. And it's a pleasure to have the Manhattans with Teddy Smith and Bob Obrien live in the studio, Altazan. Right. And we have Charles Hardy, we have Harsey Hemphill, the Candyman, and we have Lee Williams, the lead singer, the Reverend. So, Al, it's great that you have the whole group are here tonight, and it's a pleasure to have you on the show.
It's great to be here. Appreciate it.
Tell us some of your great moments with the group. I know it's like a 50th year anniversary for you guys.
Well, yes, we are celebrating, really starting in North Carolina.
Yes,
right?
Over in Wilmington, on the 5th of April.
Well, congratulations!
We'll be doing a concert, for the 50th anniversary.
And where will that concert be?
It'll be on the campus of the University of Wilmington, North Carolina.
Boy, I'd love to go see that concert. Would you like to, Bob?
Absolutely.
That would be a wonderful experience. So what day will that be? About
April 5th.
Oh, April 5th.
Yes.
Oh, it's around the corner.
Yeah.
Right. I know you guys appeared at the Beacon with a outstanding
line of the stylistics, the emotions, Blue Magic, Shylight, good friends of ours. That's the 70s Soul Jam too.
We packed the place. It was just amazing with the Beacon Theater. It's a great place. And any little thing you'd like to tell us about some of the people you played with that night, Al or Charles and Marcy?
All of the people there were some great entertainers there, but we really appreciated the response that we got from the audience. And the good thing about it is that you see that the way the people still relate to the music. This type of music never dies. And
that's the reason why Teddy Smith and Bob Obrien played all night long and every night here at WPAT, because that's for the very reason we do play vinyls here, and it's a great thing. AM radio has not died, which other stations have gone talk, as you know, or news on AM, but AM here, even though we have Facebook or we have social media or other types of YouTube, thanks to J.Petrecca, the producer, puts all the YouTube videos up with Teddy Smith and Bob Obrien all over the place, and John Luke and everyone, and Gina and Jeff, and all these wonderful people here like yourself come on a live show and share some interesting stories, which is great.
I think the good thing about it is that the type of music that we do, and that has been done for years now, is that everybody can relate to it. The Manhattans have always been known for love songs, for ballads, beautiful ballads. And everybody can relate to love, want to be loved. And so when we sing a song, we are singing songs that want to, make people feel it. Like music is a universal language that expresses thoughts and emotions through sounds, musical notations. So right now, we are doing this so we can express the way we feel and think through the way we sing and what we do. And the response has been good.
Now let's say Al and Charles and Harsey, the Candyman, and Lee Williams, the Reverend. If you were, let's say, at a college class and the college students asked you, give us a great story from back to the 1964, some of those great years that people found out about you guys, and what else would you want to tell a college audience, that are actually sitting in an auditorium listening to anything you want to tell them about the Manhattans? What would that be, Charles?
Well, that they persevered over the years, by giving the public what they wanted, which was the good music. You see, and that's what kept the longevity and is keeping the longevity and the legacy of this group continuing to now, by giving the people what they want.
And that's what people want. When they call up Bob Obrien all night long, they want to hear your songs, and they want to hear songs from 1894 till today. So it's just so as we go back to the 1960s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and today, even though the genres of music, the styles of music, we'd like to just...
The Manhattans have always been true to its music. You see now, the Manhattans started in '63. So there have been many transformations taking place during this course of time. Some people have passed on and whatnot. But the original member, Sonny Bivens, who is ill presently, he's not here with us today. But, we all auditioned for this. He wanted to make sure that the people that came into the group continued the sound, the style of music, and just as it was in the beginning. And so this is what we try to maintain, the style, the feel of the music, and we're in the studio now. We're in the process of recording some new material. I think you'll be playing something later on.
Well, we look forward to hearing it, and I've heard it already. It's just marvelous and just wonderful, wonderful sound, as you always did all the way back to the '60s till today. And that's what you say, that the music of the Manhattans will never die. It's always going to be out there forever and ever and ever, and we're going to keep it alive.
Great.
And so would you like to tell us a little bit about the song "Am I Losing You"? Anything you'd like to share with us about that moment when you put that song together? Charles.
Well,
we're not losing you, I know.
I hope not.
I say, hold your party
No,
like this.
that's a very beautiful song. It was done in 1976, if I'm not mistaken, on the Manhattan album. Same album Couldn't Say Goodbye was on. But beautiful ballad. You know, the words and the story tells of the song. So that there in itself.
Why don't we play that here on WPAT, your favorite station of New York City? Thanks to Mr. Bob O'Brien, Teddy Smith right here. That sounded familiar, that voice there.
Yeah.